that once you retire, your income's going to be less and then we're going to be in a lower tax bracket. It's not really true. Hey guys, Joe here with Intel Plan Financial. Today I want to talk about ways that you can avoid taxes in retirement. A lot of people, sometimes they overlook taxes because they think that once you retire, your income's going to be less and then we're going to be in a lower tax bracket. In some cases that could be true, but in a lot of cases, it's not really true. So the first thing you think about when it comes to this is, number one, what kind of income are you living on before you retire? And when you retire, do you want to take a pay cut? Do you want to slow down what you're doing? Do you want to live a different or a less eventful lifestyle when you retire? Or are you looking at retirement as, hey, I've worked my entire life and now I want to enjoy my time in retirement? So what you really want to think about is probably going to be spending approximately anywhere from 85 to 90% of your current income when you retire. You're just going to spend it on different things. So if your income is higher than you probably had expected it would be, then we have to think about how taxes are going to come into play. So with that, there are 4 different taxes I want to help you to avoid. The first one is income taxes. Now, we all know what income taxes are, right? What tax we pay against the income that we are receiving. When we think about income taxes, we want to look for ways that we can minimize our income taxes in retirement. Think about what your assets are. Is all of your income coming from 401ks, IRAs, or have you diversified your income with Roth IRAs or maybe life insurance as well? You know, those accounts that can offer tax-free income. There are strategies that you can start setting up some of your accounts into tax-free so that you can reduce those income taxes in retirement. Now, the second one that I want to talk about is your RMDs. Now, that stands for Required Minimum Distributions. So for those of you who aren't sure what that is, it basically means that at the age of 72, there is a requirement from the government that you have to start pulling from those pre-taxed accounts like 401s and IRA. So if you haven't started pulling from those, they're going to force you to. So with that in mind, again, you're now forced to pull additional funds from the RMD, from the 401 IRA account. It could bump you up into a higher tax bracket. So you really have to start thinking about strategies to reduce what those RMDs are going to be. Okay. The third tax that you want to think about that you can avoid is Social Security. Now, what they're doing with Social Security is they're looking at what they call provisional income. So where is your income coming from? And the more provisional income you make, the more they're going to charge you in taxes. As a simple example, you could be paying taxes on none of your Social Security if you plan properly. You could pay taxes on 50% of your Social Security income or as high as 85% of your Social Security income. So there are strategies out there that can help you reduce your provisional income, which will help you keep more of your Social Security, pay less in taxes in retirement. The last tax that I want you to think about is capital. So capital gains are obviously the growth that you earn on investments. So this is not from IRAs and 401ks, but this is other post-tax investments. So as an example, if you invest and you put $1,000 into an investment, when you sell that investment, then if you sold it for $2,000, then you have a $1,000 gain. Now, the way that's going to be taxed is dependent upon whether it's a short-term gain or long-term gain. So if you sell that investment within a, say, 12-month period, then we're looking at a short-term gain. So that means that you're going to pay tax on that as if it was income. If you hold that investment for over 12 months, then you're going to pay tax at a lower rate because you're going to pay it as a capital gains rate. So when you start thinking about your income strategy, you have to take all of these pieces into account and do it properly so that you're not overpaying in your taxes. And the thing to remember is capital gains are just not counted only on your stocks or bond investments. It counts on property too. If you're planning to downsize, most people have held their home for a period of time. But if you have rental properties, that's something, or if you have flipped properties, you really want to think about whether you're going to pay capital gains tax or whether it's going to count as income. So you have to take all of these taxes into account when you're planning that retirement income. So the best advice I give people is planning for retirement, it requires planning for taxes. If there's something we can do to help you put your strategy together, we'll be glad to. Check us out at our website, intelplanfinancial.com.